Then he spares himself. He is afraid of doing anything unpleasant. He will never attain the necessary intensity by himself. If you have observed yourselves in a proper way, you will agree with this. If a man sets himself a task of some sort, he very quickly begins to be indulgent with himself. He tries to accomplish his task in the easiest way possible, and so on. This is not work. In work, only super efforts are counted. That is, beyond the normal, beyond the necessary. Ordinary efforts are not counted. What is meant by super effort? Someone asked. It means an effort beyond the effort that is necessary to achieve a given purpose, said G. Imagine that I have been walking all day and am very tired. The weather is bad, it is raining, cold. In the evening I arrive home. I have walked perhaps 25 miles. In the house there is supper, it is warm and pleasant. But instead of sitting down to supper, I go out into the rain again and decide to walk another 2 miles along the road and then return home. This would be a super effort. While I was going home, it was simply an effort, and this does not count. I was on my way home. The cold, the hunger, the rain, all this made me walk. In the other case, I walk because I myself decide to do so. This kind of super effort becomes still more difficult when I do not decide upon it myself, but obey a teacher who at an unexpected moment requires from me to make fresh efforts, when I have decided that efforts for the day are over. Another form of super effort is carrying out any kind of work at a faster rate than is called for by the nature of this work. You are doing something, well, let us say you are washing up or chopping wood. You have an hour's work. Do it in half an hour. This will be a super effort. But in actual practice, a man can never bring himself to make super efforts consecutively or for a long time. To do this, another person's will is necessary, which would have no pity and which would have method. If a man were able to work on himself, everything would be very simple and schools would be unnecessary. But he cannot, and the reasons for this lie very deep in his nature. I will leave for the moment his insincerity with himself, the perpetual lies he tells himself, and so on, and take only the division of the centres. This alone makes independent work on himself impossible for a man.